Hello, I'm Bernard Keevy. I'd just like to look at how making two small improvements in a typical business's numbers can more than double the bottom line profit, which is astonishing. So I think the start might have been a bit funny there. So I'm Bernard Keevy. I'm going to show you how making two small improvements in some key numbers could actually transform your bottom line profit. So it all starts with a typical business which has got a 35% gross margin according to research I undertook, and something like a 15 to 20% net margin, again according to research I undertook, and that's across a whole range of industries. So here we have 1,200 leads being generated a year, so 100 a month. We convert 50%. Now we looked in a previous session at how we could easily get that 50 up to 60% by just having proper follow-up procedures, which a lot of business owners don't have. So that's one of my small improvements. So at 50% we've got 600 customers. At 60% we've obviously got 720. Now if they each buy 4 times and spend $100 or pounds on average, then if we work those numbers through, we have 50,000 overheads to get us to our net operating profit margin, which is about right, which is about 15%, I think. Right. So 34,000 here on a revenue of 240,000. That 10% increase in conversion rate is actually a 20% because you're going from 50 to 60, but we're getting it up by, an overall 10%. So that has taken us to 720 customers. Now, if we could get our average price up from 100 to 110, then those are the two changes I'm talking about. And our bottom line, with the same overhead figures and the same everything else, gross margin automatically increases significantly because we're charging a higher price on average. So our gross margin's 41%. We end up with 50% more gross profit, 84 up to 129, and we end up with over 100% extra bottom line profit, 134% extra, so nearly 2.5 times the profit. And all we've done is we've just converted more of our leads, getting the conversion rate up from 50 to 60 by having proper funnels in place, which are easy to implement for most businesses. And we're getting our average price up by 10%. Now this is the crucial one, because how can we do that? Well, we could put our prices up, and we probably should, because most business owners, small business owners, haven't done that for a while anyway, probably for several years. So we could put our prices up, we could stop discounting, which is always a good idea. We could bundle in extra value, and we could just have different offerings. But the interesting thing is how it actually works, because this thing here is called a demand line or a demand curve. And what it shows is the price up that line there and the volume of sales along that line. And in general terms, what happens is if you charge high prices, you'll expect to sell fewer things than if you lower your prices. And that's why people tend to discount. Now, the interesting thing is that whatever price it is that you're charging, so you're charging this price here and you're selling this amount, which is where you've ended up. And it's probably something similar to what the others are charging. But what it means is that if you'd have charged this price here, you could still have sold this much to these many people. So it means that these people up here would have paid more than this price to buy from you. But they don't have to, because you're charging them this price. So what it means then is if you could segment them and you could identify who these people are and who these people are and who these people are, you could have different pricing packages aimed at getting higher prices from the people here who are willing to pay for higher prices so long as they got extra value. So that's why you can have an upsell, which is larger portions. McDonald's say, do you want to go large with that? The coffee shops say, do you want large rather than standard, or medium rather than standard? You could have a cross sell, which is laptops and laptop bags, shoes and shoe polish. McDonald's, it's burgers and fries. But you can also have packages where you bundle in extra value. So this is our top of the range program, and you can call that, we could have a platinum gold silver package or a platinum gold silver program. So this area here is actually called in economics consumer surplus, because at the moment it means consumers are getting extra value, if you like, than they were prepared to pay. They're getting it for less than they were prepared to pay. So if you can offer them separate propositions in here at higher prices, you can get your average price up. And you've only got to get your average price up by 10% and get your conversion rate up by from 50 to 60, say. Well, that's 20% strictly, to be honest. But you've only got to make those small improvements. And on typical figures, and these are across a whole range of industries, typically these are the sort of figures you will get on your bottom line, which means you're more than doubling your bottom line, which I think is quite powerful and quite astonishing, really. And all of those could work for any business. If you want to find how you can make it work for your clients, if you look at a short video on coachforprofit.com/Bernard, it shows you how our system could help you implement all this. And that's why we offer, and that's why we can show you how to offer a 200% return on investment guarantee to your clients, or they don't pay. How many clients do you think you'd be able to sell to if you can offer them that sort of guarantee? So I'm Bernard Keevy. Have a look at a short video, coachforprofit.com/Bernard, and I hope you found that useful. And if you did, if you could like it and share it, that would be wonderful. Thank you very much for watching.